Hey everybody, welcome back to our dysfunctional republic. ZERNOSKIY has always been an experiment with traffic. How can we get personal cars to work in a compact urban environment? You know, it's not like super city dense like that, where we would really, need a good public transportation system kind of like we have, but a more spread out rural America kind of approach, where we're gonna have houses all over the place, way out here. I'm gonna actually get a couple of be out here, I think, too. Over here by the lake, we'll have some, and you get these little suburban neighborhoods and stuff. And how do we get traffic to work in situations like this? We have never achieved the goal of having everything go fluidly yet. But this video, and maybe it might take 2 videos, but hopefully I can edit this together to make it take 1 video, is gonna fix it. We're going to take our time. At least I am. You guys will just have an edited video. Now, lucky you. We're gonna take our time, analyze where the weaknesses are, and get rid of them for good. And the first weakness is this road right here. This thing here, no matter what I do, no matter if I put the speed limit to 30, they really want to use this road. And they don't really use this one all that much. It's all this one, okay? And I can't do much about it other than just like manipulate things to make things one way. Well, I can do something about it. It's going to require tearing down a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to get started with it right now. The first thing we're going to be tearing out is this water tower. Now, this is the drinking water for everybody. Right, so you can't be doing a whole lot of that. But good news, we do have water trucks around, and they can at least do a little bit for us. I'm going to make this as swift as possible, though, by building the water tower's replacement right next to it right away before we tear this down. So this water tower is going to exist, and I'm going to put it as, I want to kind of put it as close over here as I can. I'd like it to go green, please. Can I have green? Green, 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 green. Oh man, I really don't want to put it this close. Can I have it? The furthest possible point I can go in this direction, that is what I'd like to do. So right, it needs to be precise, right here. That's where we're going to put this. So the connections need to get in here too. We're going to build these things. Everything I'm going to queue up in this area is going to be the highest priority for construction offices from Charlebinsk and also from this one. We're going to hammer everything home into this area. I'm going to let the local crews take care of the roads because there's going to be a lot of those. And we're going to let Charlebinsk, labor coming from ZERNOKIY, all that stuff is going to take care of the construction stuff, okay? So roads from over there, and there's auto search too, but I'm mostly looking at that. So high priority here. We need to do a couple of things, of course, with the connections for water. Now this pump actually has a spot free. I like that. So we're going to borrow that. This is a medium pipe. So we're going to take a medium pipe, and we're going to get our own medium pipe to go right here. At least I was going to, and now I'm not as confident as I was a couple seconds ago. There we go. Yep, right there. Okay, so we're going to get this pipe put in right here. All right, there we go. Now this, we get this built first. That's our water supply. That's what we need. Then when we start tearing this stuff out, we only need to build 2 pipes here and here to connect to the existing infrastructure. And then at that point, the entire water system has been turned over to a different water tank. All right, that's what we're looking for here. In the meantime, I want to do something with the roads, okay? So let's get helicopters to help us with that, I guess. Well, we need the walking path. That's why I can't do it. Right here. You're going to just go there. I'm fine with that. And we need Charlebinsk people to come over here. ZERNOKIY labor, Charlebinsk labor, I don't care. Just get everybody over here to solve this problem, all right? I don't care. Rural offices can do it too. Okay. Next thing is the roads, right? So this whole thing It's been real, bro, but we're going to take care of this. We're going to get rid of it. The other thing I'd like to get rid of is I need to move this substation. It's going to be in the way, and it doesn't need to be moved far. Honestly, it can be moved probably right next to it. It's going to be fine, but I feel like maybe we could do a better job here if we maybe moved it on the other side of this road. To be kind of cool, but we'll see what happens with the road design, and then we'll reposition this. It's at 46% wear and tear, so I don't think it's going to break down before we're ready to use it anyway. So I don't think it's going to break down before we're ready to replace it. So we'll get rid of this. All right. And then if I can, I like to get rid of that marker, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. All right. What we need to do is cut this road off so that nobody uses it. So to do that, I've got to find a point here where there's no cars, like right here. That's good. And now people can't go from this direction. I love it. And we're going to just peel this road back, man. This whole thing. Of course, we want demolition offices to take this stuff. And I'm bringing y'all in, all right? I'm going to bring everybody into this. Everybody in the whole world is coming to this spot to tear this shit down, all right? We'll get the other offices involved in other roads as well. This road's going to stay. It's too essential, too vital. We need that road to stay. But we're going to take care of this road too. We're going to get rid of this. Now, that's a little difficult because they're all using it. So we're going to make it one way in that direction. And then on this side, one way in that direction. Now nobody going to use it. They're all going to get confused. They're going to say, what the frick, man? I can't get out. That's true. You can't get out. But nobody can get in. That's also a thing. Okay. Now, as soon as you guys are done being confused, get out of here. There you go. Good. Everybody's out of there now. We can say we want to tear it down. Okay. So with these two roads kind of being queued up for demolition, I'm going to also queue up that road for demolition and kind of that. Yep. All this. I think you can stay. I'd like to preserve as much of this road as I can. I think it can stay. I'm going to leave that segment right there. This segment right here will stay as well. We don't need to get rid of that, but this part here can go. And I'm pretty sure that's going to go. And then the walking path here can get rid of. We can get rid of that. This is at 37%, so it's not going to break down. And again, we want just as many demolition offices as possible to get out here and do the job. If I can I get rid of any of these markers? Probably not now that I've already queued up demolitions, but that's fine. All right, I want all of the offices to come over here and do this stuff. All right. All right, that's the steps we're following here. Now that's going to eliminate like probably 80 to 90% of the traffic here. So there's no reason also to keep this. We're gonna get rid of this as well. That's going to. And again, all the offices are going to be queued up here. They'll decide which one they go to. It's not like they're all going to respond to every single one, but I need to get them out of the way. Okay, so that's the plan. Huge priority to move the water tower just over here. And they can do that. Now, they won't be able to... Ooh, they won't be able to reach it. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, you know what? If I move the walking path... Curious. If I move this and move this, can the helicopters get there now? Indeed, there's one spot they can get to. Good. So we can get the helicopters to go in on that, and then they can help me on that too. So helicopters will take care of this, and that means everybody else is going to be doing stuff, the other stuff that I want them to do. I'm not ready to do any other types of construction yet. I need that stuff done first, so I'm going to speed up time. And to be honest, I think this has probably got to go too, but I'm going to wait and do this after I've got the main part of this demolished. You kind of do this in waves because they're really using this right now, and I want to make sure that we don't take out that avenue because these guys are going to drive that way. And in the meantime, just to help the flow, which we're probably going to do this later on anyway, I'm just going to cancel the road signs here so that personal cars can use this. So I'm going to allow personal cars to use this, and they'll be able to flow through here. There's a lot of passengers and stuff waiting. I do need to get more buses in here, but before we get on with more buses, We got to take care of those personal cars. I know that's the opposite of what a lot of people would like. And for sure, to be the best in this game, that is the opposite of what you should do. Because personal cars are certainly not superior to buses and trains and all those things. I know. Like I said before, and many times, this city, this town, and this town only, this area only right here, is an experiment. And we're going to try to see if we can make it work at a small scale. We got some trains waiting too long. Hopefully that gets solved pretty soon too. I really hope so. I'm not sure what you're waiting for, buddy, but you know what? How about you just ignore the light and go? What you waiting for? You waiting for this over here? This looks very troubling, doesn't it? Get out of the way. I'm not sure why you went. Why did you go forward when there was a train there? Well, that don't make any sense. That's the first time I've seen a train do that. That's weird. So yeah, in the meantime, we are doing it the best we can to solve the train issues as well. And that means babysitting the track builders and stuff. I'm not going to make you guys wait through all that and all the clicking and all the waiting around. This is what we're going to solve on the train element of things. This is going to keep popping up. This what I'm talking about is like we need to find the weaknesses and fix them before we expand. Speaking of expansion, we now have a brand new grain storage. It is built. It is glorious. It is wonderful. And we have the asphalt roads out this way. So I've got the dirt roads kind of lining a path of what I'd like to see in the future. And I've also got these warehouses. There's going to be drop-off points here, just like normal. They're going to be able to come in here, in and out to get this stuff, right? That's a thing we still have, right? So in through here, out through there, right there. But there's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 additional parking spaces right here. And then we can have each one of these individual like distribution offices that are going around and do these fields. Each one of them has their own place they drop things off at. Will dramatically speed up the unloading and loading process. Wish I could have done that here, but hey, this is all part of learning. You figure out how it works, cool, and then you fix it. Now, to be fair, I do have a roughly the same amount of parking spaces in this. This has 4, this has 4, and this has, well, whatever it normally has. I think this has 4, right? Yeah, 4. So that's a total of, I'm going to go with 2 on this. Is it 2? We're going to count this as 2 for the sake of the comparison. This is 10, 8, right? We got 2, 4, 8, 10. And over here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Same thing. The difference, though, is the number of roadways. Because this, only one vehicle can move at a time in here. So these guys have to wait. Only one vehicle can move at a time in here. Vehicles have to wait. It sucks. Don't like it. Over here, that's not going to be happening. So going to be very, very pleased with the results over here as we redo this. I will go ahead and make this an asphalt road and this an asphalt road all the way out like that. And we're also going to do this road asphalt and this road asphalt all the way out to there. We're getting 4-lane roads on this side as well. This is going to be a main road. A lot of people are going to be using this because we have infrastructure and stuff that will go in this area as in addition to like all the extra farms and stuff that will happen here. There's another farm here. I've been thinking about like where this farm needs to go, and I actually think I want to move it. And I think I want to move it over in this area. It's just that we have a lot of like mountains and stuff. I think I'm going to also fill in this lake. I did talk about that earlier. Sort of the role play element of reducing the mountain that we had to 0 that we had before, right? This area here, whatever it was really high. We would reduce that. Well, where does all the dirt go, right? It doesn't just disappear. You have to move that dirt somewhere. So where were we moving it? We talked about that a long time ago, many, many videos ago. And I'm for the role play of it, the dirt filled this in is what we did. The big mountain was moved over here and filled in the lake. That's what we're going to be doing. This isn't a very deep lake anyway, so it's really not that deep. So it matches up and it makes sense. So we would take all this wonderful soil that we just tore out. We put it here, and now we have an additional farm area. I might leave a little bit of the lake just so that we have like a little feature. A good place to dump our sewage, for example. But for the most part, I'm going to get rid of most of that so that we can have additional fields. But that is neither here nor there. Today's video is all about fixing this. When I do an aerial shot here in the future, when I do this, depending on the angle, it doesn't matter. But when I do this later, we're going to see at nighttime a whole bunch of these little lights going all over the place. And we are not going to see a ton of these really long stretches and lines. That's not going to happen when we're done here. Okay. So I need this stage. This is stage 1. Tear this down and build this up to replace the water. I'll be right back. All right, they are wrapping up the final touches on this water tower here. And when we're all done with that, there we go. We now want to kind of shift our focus into getting this thing connected for everybody else. Now, it should start receiving water right now from that pump, and it is. So once we have a good amount of water in this, and we could probably start doing it now, actually, because it's going to take a while to build it, and it'll have time to fill up. We need to transition the connections here to other things. So over here, this has some water in it. Not a lot, but some. Let's transition this one first. We want to take small water pipe. We want to connect it. I think we can probably get it in right there. So why don't we go ahead and disconnect it from here all the way to, let's say, there. And of course, that becomes the high priority for everybody again. At this point, we need to do one demolition at a time. We've pretty much done every other demolition. There's a little bit of a road segment here, but that's just the waste truck. So now demolition crews need to do that. Now, while that's happening, while that's queued up, this is dropping. And you can see, bam, water's gone immediately there. So there's no reserve. There's no extra supply. And now the water trucks are going to have to be responsible for coming over and getting these people some drinking water. And I think every building individually has its own tank of water as well. So there's a little bit of time, but not much. So the good thing about this is that we're dealing with rural. Give me a second. I need to figure out if it's track builders, I can do something about it. Indeed, indeed is the track builders. Get out of my way. There we go. And you can ignore the light now. Get in there and do what you got to do, please. You're just going to turn around, aren't you? That's good. We need to do this side anyway, but I know you, and I think I do. You're probably going to just do this tiny little segment and then want to go back. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're good, actually. You can keep going. You're done. Get out of the way. Okay. Hopefully, I do have to babysit this, unfortunately. Give me a second. All right, and so while I was babysitting that, they have completed that deconstruction. So what I want to do is go grab the small pipe, and we want to get this connected with that right there. Yep, that's fine. If it goes straighter, that's cool too. It's less resources. There we go. So that, again, is now a maximum priority thing, and I want this office to take care of that. And that's all you're focusing on for now. The next thing I need to do is to disconnect this one. So it looks like... No, it's just this one right here. It looks like it's a fairly big pipe. It's probably a medium. If I had to guess, I'd say this is a medium. No, this is a big one. Which is kind of no point in a big one because the medium is feeding this. That's why I chose a medium pipe here, because the medium is already feeding this. So there's really no reason to rebuild a large here. And I'm pretty sure we have enough construction people to do 2 projects at once. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this pipe as well. Break that down. Get that to be a high priority deconstruction. And we should see... Oh, you know what? We don't have any walking paths anymore. So nobody's going to do that. So give me a second. Let's go with the walking path here. And now we should be able to assign that deconstruction now. Yep, there it is. Make sure everybody is on that too. So we have one problem to solve here with the construction crews and one problem to solve with the deconstruction crews at a time. Check the water supply for everybody real quick. How's your house's water looking? Not too shabby. Remember, these guys, there's just 12 people in each one of these, so they don't drink water very fast. So it's kind of okay. The only places they're going to have a problem are places like these apartment buildings here, which have fairly, I don't exactly know what the size tank you have. We definitely want to flush the water down the drain. I don't exactly know how much water they have, but I know it's enough for them to hold off so we can disconnect this stuff, because that right there has disconnected all of this stuff. Yeah, it's disconnected everything from water now. So we won't have water here. That's going to get drained really quick. And then all of these guys over here are going to lose their water. That's sewage right here. They aren't going to lose their water too. That's already gone. And so we'll probably see apartment buildings like this, you know, their water supply is going to start dropping now. So we kind of have to hurry up. Everybody's got their own reserves, but we got to hurry up. I don't really need people driving in here unless you have to be in here. Personal cars, seriously, get out of here. We can do this right here. Get this out of here. Goodbye. There we go. Okay, and we still need this for the construction crews, but honestly, I wish I could just get. Here, I can do this. Let's try no personal cars. No motor vehicles, no personal cars. No personal cars on... Oh, I can't do that on a mud road, for real? All right, we'll do that, and we'll do that. And this should hopefully keep all the personal cars off this, since they can't use that anyway. It's going to take some time to clear that out, because everybody wants to go on this road and only this road. We're going to fix that too. While this is happening, I think I can get another road crew in to start this. So we're going to have a road running parallel here, and then coming in from that side. And then I'm going to want to remove this. I don't need that right now. Bring this road down even further to probably about here is for now is good. I can go a little further. Probably there is good. Yep. No additional points here. Excellent. Go ahead and start that. And then just to keep this connected, we're going to do that. Oh, I thought I was going to do that. I think I still am going to do that. If it lets me. I want to... Yeah, that right there. Just to keep this connected so they can still access it. We'll do that. But this is going to be a road construction project that the rural development office could take, but they're busy. I don't want them to be on this project. So I'm going to take them off this project if I can. Helicopters are on it. That's interesting. We're going to have our own genuine Charlevance road crew come out there and finish that off if we can. ZERNOSKIY roads, you have a different task. Well, one thing at a time. I don't want you guys to do this, but I want to pave this road from here all the way over to here, because these guys are driving on this road now. Personal cars take this road to get out here so that they can work in this building. And we've been fixing farm vehicles and stuff and different dumpers and all sorts of stuff. We've been fixing stuff out here because people come out here and park, which is great. But it takes them a while to get here. And I also can't make a stoplight here to generate, to like manage traffic. So now I've got the gravel roads having the priority, just because on volume, more cars go this way than this way. But yeah, anyway, I've got that happening. We'll see how that works for now. Now over here, I want to make some adjustments here too. We're going to get this. This is all part of fixing the traffic too. So I'm all right with shutting down this road. We're going to pave this road. Okay. We're also going to eventually start paving this road, but I'm going to wait on that. We're going to do this in segments. We're going to start paving this stuff too. And we'll get Charlevance to come out here and do this because they can. So we're designating this to different offices to help this out. And this is really going to jam. Like, there's nobody using it anyway, so this is really going to jam traffic. But I'm going to go ahead and start paving that road. And gosh, I'd like to get this to be a whole segment, but I can't. So we'll pave that little segment there too. All right, and we'll get Charlevan's office to come out and do that as well. Okay. So different offices have different jobs, and they should be able to do them all at the same time as long as we delegate everything effectively like that. So ZERNOSKY's taking care of this. Are you guys just going up here and then deciding not to? Is that what I'm seeing here? It's okay. I'm going to let this run for a little bit. And I think actually since this is disconnected now, yeah, we want you to focus on this though. Yeah. But really though, we could take this down because this is a high priority. So I can now tear that out, get that started. And it isn't very important. So we'll have this be medium. It's not very important, but this pipe can go as well. We can get some of the resources back for this, the junk and stuff for this. So we can do this. But we're going to make that a low priority. It doesn't matter. So they should do this part first, since it's the high priority. And then they should focus on this this tank right here. And we'll just put that right there so it's connected and everybody can access it. All right, that's it. Now I just need to wait. It takes forever. Just need to wait for my deconstruction crews to get here. That's a little van for it. So there you go. Workers are tearing it out. They do these things really quick. Once they arrive on the scene, it's really fast. Like they're already done. That's it. It's done. And now you just need to clear out the stuff, which for this, since there's 3 different types, it's going to be 3 garbage trucks. But if it wasn't 3 different types, then yeah. But the garbage truck part is going to be the longest because they need to be able to wade through all this traffic to get there. I'm hoping they go this way. I've cleared out the personal cars so they can't go this way now. So I'm hoping that our garbage trucks here go to get this stuff right here. There he is. So this guy's going to grab the construction waste out of here. But I need a different truck to grab the rest of it. They can still grab other things though, like from this office. So again, they're kind of doing all of it. This guy's taking care of that pipe. Very cool. So I could sit here and show you this and just, it's very riveting, I know, but I think I'll skip you guys ahead to the part where it's all torn down and we're ready to go, huh? As soon as this is out of the way, which is just one more garbage truck away, really. But as soon as this is out of the way, we will connect a medium pipe from here to here. I don't really think there's a reason to do a large one. I mean, it's not that expensive, is it? Like, what's the real difference there? I don't think it's going to have a meaningful difference. It's not even going to make an extra, like, supply run. The trucks that are bringing the supplies can easily handle both of these. So I think I'll just do the large one just because. Who knows when I want to upgrade something? Yeah? Maybe stuff will, I don't know, start mattering more over here. Like, they're not even using this one yet, right? We put this one in place so that we can use it later. It's got a lot of water, but it was because I was going to put homes here, right? We're going to have a little neighborhood here. And so that's what this is going to cover. It's going to cover all the homes that are being here. So maybe we'll need more. I don't know. It's we'll see how it goes. I mean, maybe I'll regret it and I wish I had put a big pipe here. I don't think so though, because this one already has, it already has a big pipe heading that way. So no, but I can always expand it if I want to. I can always put another pump here and hook up another one there, and then I'll tap into it from the other side, which is an in, right? We can always do that. Okay, so it took them a long while, but we managed to get everything out of the way and managed to get the pipes all hooked up again. So for all intents and purposes, everybody's got water again. Double check, make sure everybody's got a full tank. And here's the water substation. It's full again. Okay, so we've taken care of the survival element of for the people and everything. That's done. Now we can start focusing a little bit more on the roads if we can. So I'm going to start pulling this back. Make sure I didn't do anything there because I just used the regular demolish tool. So we got this road pulled back, and now we need to pull this road back. And unfortunately, that means that there's going to be a whole bunch of people that can't move or can't go anywhere. So I'm trying to make a bypass for them, and that's what this road is eventually going to be. But that doesn't help them get this direction. And so I need to, well, I kind of want to wait till this is done. It's almost done. And then I can start tearing this out as well for people. We're going to go, I think, probably, I'll just do it now, I think. Yeah, let's just do it now. So we're going to hit this. It gets rid of that. Gets rid of that. And then as soon as there's nobody there, we go here, go here, go here. Yep, pull this road back all the way. Now, we're going to want to replace this. I still don't know exactly where it's going to be, but we need to replace that at some point. And then also, this walking path can go now. It's kind of in a weird spot. All right, so I want that road to be there, and that's going to be asphalt. It's going to have to be like that. We're going to... yeah, get rid of that. And then this whole weird thing that's going on here, I'm not sure, but the whole thing goes anyway. So as soon as they're done paving this, it's got to be like super close, right? 49, 48 work days. Okay. So apparently we're having people do all the rolling work instead of a roller, but I don't know, I guess there's no roller available. I'm doing a lot of stuff at once, so maybe that's just the case. I think we have a point here where I might be able to do it. Let's see. Make a point there. There's a point right, let's say there. Should be able to, yep, queue all this up for demolition right there. Okay. So all that's queued up for demolition. Now they're going to have to go somewhere else, or you can wander in a circle. You can do that too. We'll just go ahead and Control H all of you confused people, because I guess that messed up your pathing pretty good there, didn't I? And I want to now go in and say high priority for everybody, demo offices. And, you know, honestly, I'm thinking we'll get the helicopters in here too if possible. We have so many alternative routes. Like there's no way that they get lost and can't reach their destination unless their destination is this construction office. Oh, of course it is. Well, I guess we can't use the ZERNOSKIY construction office. Not yet, anyway. Gonna have to do something different there. I don't know if I really need to take this road out, though. I feel like this road's fine. Actually, you know what? That road is gonna be... well, it does that, though. You know what? We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let's focus on the asphalt ones first, I think. It's probably for the best. And then, real quick here, we're going to take this dirt road, and we're going to hook it up when we can, anyway. We're going to hook it up to this right there. There we go. Okay, so now at least they can use this to get through here if they want to. It's a little weird up here, but they can still use it if they need to, and it won't be in my way, at least for deconstruction purposes. So I'm going to tear this out, and when it's all said and done, we'll bring you right back in. All right, so after they took out this little segment here, the little gravel part switched out, and it looks a lot better now. So I've decided not to tear down these two segments. I don't think it's going to be required to actually get rid of those. So now I want to tear out all of the dirt roads temporarily here. So the little tiny segments here, I want to get rid of those. So there we go. Get rid of that and that part right there. Okay, we can cancel the demolition there and there. All right, now let's get rid of this part right here. I have to wait till there's no cars on it. There we go. And we are clear. So next step. What exactly are we doing in here that's going to change our stars, all right? What we're going to do to actually make this better. First off, let's make sure that they're doing this. It just takes 2 work days, bro. Gosh, really? Send somebody from Sternikova. I mean, I guess we could. You can't do it from this. This is the construction office for ZERNOSKIY. This is where we get our workers for the construction group, right? And they get it from here. They can't reach that right now. So, I mean, I guess they could. They could go this way and then around, but I'm not going to make them do that. All right, so here's what I want to do. We are going to create a roundabout here that has an interesting onboarding and off-ramping, if you want to call it, process. So first, I'm going to put it out about here. I don't know exactly where this is going to have to go. It's going to maybe be right about here. Right about here. And then if I go around, I need to go around that. It needs to be a little bit out further. There's a very, I don't want to say it's a fine, like an intricate process here or anything, but there's a perfect spot is what I'm getting at. There is a perfect spot somewhere in here, and I want to find it. It might be here, but I think that's a little bit too far forward. I don't know if... I think it needs to be further this way, but I got plenty of room around it with that box. That's what I'm trying to get, is the room around that with the box. So I think that's what I'm going to need to do. Let's test it on this side. So assuming they get this road segment done, first thing I want to do with this is we're going to grab the 1-lane road, and we are going to go around about like that and stick it right into there. That seems good. Yep. Then this one is going to go around this side, but it's going to go. Oh, hang on. Yep, right there. And it's going to go like that. That's how I want that. Yep, that's going to be good. Okay. This creates 2 distinct lanes. There's not going to be anybody switching lanes at the last minute here. You're going to get here. You're going to decide which lane you want to be in, and you're going to commit to that lane, and you're going to go all the way around, all right? So one's the slip, one goes into the roundabout. Fair enough. All right. This side here, plug it in like that, and we can just go like that. That's fine. Then this side is going to go here like, is it going to be there, or it's right here? Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it goes like that. Okay. So this roundabout, 2 entrances there. And then on this side, and this part I'm not quite sure on here because it needs to have enough room to clear, or enough room to where it's not going to be in the way. I think it's going to go out like this. It says it's too sharp of a turn, but I disagree because we're going to go with no F4 this time. And I think it's going to go out about like that. And then down. I'm hoping I don't have to deal with that thing. I don't want to go there either. I need to get in here, so I'm gonna have to go a sharper angle. Well, it is what it is, man. All right, I'm gonna go about. No, I need you to turn. All right, I want you to turn right around, baby, right round like this. Yep, high autosave, and then go. This is fine, isn't it? This is fine. I want it to turn that way, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, we can make that work. I don't know what's going on here, but we can make that work. All right, so this is how that's going on that side, and I'll explain how it works afterwards, but doing it this way is going to make it to where no stoplights will ever be needed, and you'll see how that goes. Next, we want to get through here. So this one's going to go like that, and then we need to connect all these things. So I think I want you to connect straight up into here like that, and then kind of want you guys to share. You know what? I'm going to have to demolish this. Yeah, this needs to be sharper. That needs to go. So we'll demolish that. And then assuming we do that, I'm pretty sure I can get it to be in here. Can I have all of you share one connection point? Well, maybe not everybody. Not all connection points, but like right here would be fine, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. And then from here, what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to make a spot from this lane that comes around here is what I'm hoping to do. Like this. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's going to work very well. You know what? I probably should. So the reason for wanting it to come from this lane is so that these guys don't interfere with each other's lanes. But I think actually what needs to happen in order for that to work that way is I need this side to connect to the center. Yeah, I need you to come in like this, I think. I could just go. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I guess I'm trying to think out loud here, but I don't know. I'm not even entirely sure it matters. You know, it probably doesn't matter because I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of cars in the way anyway. There's not going to be a whole lot of cars that are in this roundabout at the same time. So why don't we just... Come on now. Here, we'll no F4 this. I want it to go about like this. Come on. Yep. Like that, and then like that. Okay. That's how I want this. And then we'll tear that out. And when we tear this out, we'll get that connected to the roundabout right here at that same point. Okay. Now we need to move this. Now that I know where everything is, I can move this appropriately. I don't know if this will actually... Will it connect? You know what? I can just connect it right there. That's all right. I'll just do that. It's way simpler just to do that. Okay, cool. And then this can come down and connect to here as well. So it's easy to get into that and work with things. And then you will be able to connect, yep, anywhere. Just as long as you can connect to any road segment, we're good. Okay, so helicopters, do what you can. And then also I want 2, I want 3, I want ZERNOSKIY, Everyone, come on out here and join the fun. All right, it's gonna be fun making roads. Yes, fun road time makings. Something I don't know what I just said. Just do things. We have paved roads through here. This is done, and what I'm gonna do here is make this a one-way street from this point all the way out to there, and then this is a one-way street to there. And this is an ongoing effort to clean this up. We're gonna have a lot more cars using this in a second, so I want to make sure that's good. And then I need to pave this part too, which is this is like a one thing at a time thing, right? Let's get this done, and then we'll focus on this part here. And then once this is done and this is done, I think, I don't know, but I think that pretty much wraps up what we're gonna need. I don't know if there's anything else. We'll look at it when it's done. In the meantime, all the other helicopters should be coming in here and doing all of this. Now, we got this in the middle, right? And we're going to have to make sure that that connects. It does. I'm thinking we could also go in and, in the middle here, possibly add some propaganda if it fits. Ooh, it might. Yeah, right there. Hell yeah, there it is. It does fit. Will it fit on this side? Because this side would be, now that's in the way. Now it's gonna fit on this side right here. We're gonna add some propaganda in right here, and that's gonna get in the way of the pending road. So I don't want to do that. When the road's done, then I'll just connect it like that, and then we'll have it connected. All right, so this new road madness is done, or at least it's laden with asphalt. There are a few things I still need to do. One, I need to make them all one-way streets here. So we're gonna go, the roundabout goes a little bit like this, and the paint is gonna look a little weird. I'm not entirely sure how to fix that. It just looks really weird right there. Maybe it's this. Maybe if I get rid of this. And then it looks better, but I still don't know what's going on here, but it looks better. We can take the walking path here, I guess, and can I put it somewhere else? Somewhere that's... What if I put it right here? What does that do? You know what? I'm just going to take that as it is. All right, so that's the roundabout. So this road is going to be a one-way street in that direction. And this road's a one-way street in this direction. Then this one goes that direction. And of course, this one is that direction. Okay, we pretty much have everything we need on that roundabout. So let's go ahead and just let it run now. Oh, there's of course one more thing we have to do. Turn this into a one-way street that goes this direction. Yep, right there, all the way down. There's so many individual points here. My gosh, what did I do? What have I done? Yeah, do that, do that, do that. And I guess I have to do it there too, and then there, and then there. Okay. I don't know what's going on here either. It's a little weird. I might real quick cheat offline and get that to look better. I'm not sure how to make that look better. Maybe if I say I want to destroy it and then I cancel the destroy. No, I don't think it's going to change. It just looks terrible. So I think I'll probably try to tweak that offline and yeah, just a real quick cheat on that and do it. And then that's just the way it's going to be to get it to look better, because I don't like the way that looks. But I believe, like the way this works. So if we, one more thing I have to do. Sorry, right here. Yeah, bring this up there, and then this goes all the way to there. Okay. That's a really good fix, I think. Now, we're going to get a few problems over here, I believe. So the next thing I want to do over here is I want to start turning this stuff into asphalt as well. We'll do that side now. And, of course, we'll get the ZERNOSKIY office to handle that. We'll make that a higher priority. By the way, if you were curious about the fuel train, it's been upgraded, just like I said I would with all those cars. There's a little bit of a downside to this, though. I think I added too many tankers, and I might take some away, because the train is currently 207 meters long, which is breaking my 155 maximum rule. But it can have over 1,000 tons of oil on board. Oh, boy. So we can go ahead and grab that. And I left enough room here for it to turn around, so that's good. And then it's going to go all the way back like this. It's then going to take a right here, head over this way, and then drop in here. Now, when it drops in here, this is what I'm worried about. I don't know. I'm pretty confident there's not enough room for it to turn around here. I left the turnaround here in the center of the intersection. So he is going to stick his ass into the intersection, which is a bad deal. So I think I'm going to have to make him shorter. I got to abide by my 150 rule, but there's not a whole lot of traffic going on over here. So for now, I think it's fine, but I will probably end up making this back down to 150, maybe 140, and then putting 2 trains to work. 2 shorter trains instead of 1 longer train will flow a lot nicer in that area. Shall we check back in on ZERNOSKIY? See how things are going? One thing I do need to do is this, though. We did get this broken down, but I never put it back. So I want to put this... Oh, boy. I don't want it to be there. That's what I'm trying to avoid, is that. However, I wonder, if I do this, that might make things a little bit... That might make things interesting, at least. Okay, I changed my mind again, because it's just not going to flow the way I want it to flow. I want there to be a possibility, at least, for people to be able to go this direction in there too, right? I don't want to turn this into a one-way, basically. So that solution isn't going to work, because it's only one way. What I wanted to do is just connect that, but it just doesn't do it. And I don't want it to be there. I want it to be there. And so in order to get it... Oh, are you considered in that zone? There we go. In order to get this, I'm probably going to have to do some F4 shenanigans. Let's do it from this one. Right? Like, can I do this from here? What if I go, like, right here? Can I get that? Just right? No? All right. How about from this one, then? Like, if I go, like, right there, can I connect that? Like, why not? Damn you, game. Why not? It's so easy. It's not like you have to slow down even. It's right there. There's a way to do this, and I'm gonna figure it out. It's just probably just ever so slight, like right there. That'll work. All right, that's what I'm looking for. That way people can still use this, go this way with it, and also from the roundabout they can turn into here, which is good. The last thing I was gonna do is a little slip lane, and I was gonna try to connect that to this, but I don't think that's gonna. Well, yeah, it's not gonna work. It's got to be on this. Yeah, it's too much. It's too far out. Maybe if I was to... Yeah, it doesn't matter, honestly. The only reason to do it was to allow these guys to just really quickly get in here and get workers. But, I mean, they can always just drive up to here and then just... It's not really a... Yeah, kind of like a U-turn. They can still do that. It'll still work. So I'm going to allow that to be a thing. We can already see improvements, right? And then right here, we have to change this. So we need to change you to be a one-way in this direction. And it's just going to take many little steps here. There we go. Now that's a one-way. That'll work itself out eventually. And then we have to reconnect all of these things for the sake of being able to manage them. So I need a connection there, and I need a connection to be like right here is fine. Okay, those are all connected now, and I think that's everything. Yeah, we even have our propaganda up and running, which is kind of cool. So that can affect the dance hall. And I don't think there's anything else to do. I just want to take a look at my lineup. So like what I'm hoping to see here by the end of this video, and we're getting really close to that, is that we no longer have any of these. But I need the cars pathing, and I need the AI to figure out that this is a one-way street and to readjust where they go and all that stuff. All right, so we did this part, and then I got to do this part here. I'm going to skip you guys ahead, I think. I think that sounds like a good plan. I'm going to skip you guys ahead to the part where all of this stuff is done. All of our roads are paved, and all the one-way streets are done and everything. And once that's completed, I need to do this part here too. And then I think at that point, man, we should see ZERNOSKIY really humming with no traffic issues at all. Also, just in case you're wondering, this fire station's done, and I went ahead and got the fire trucks for it. So there we go. I don't have any waste bins for it, though. I did not get the waste bins. Oh, it's right there. Okay. It's just going to use these ones, which are getting kind of full, to be honest. Might need to consider another bit of trash. Yeah, I think I need to consider another technical service office. I'm going to do another one. Man, would I love to do it over here, though, just to keep it out of the way. Yeah, like right here. This would be good. Flatten this terrain a little bit. There we go. And mark. That keeps it powered as well. And then we'll go. We'll just give it the old asphalt road treatment. That's fine. Straight down is okay. Yes. Because you'll go right out of here, and then you can turn here. But mostly you're going to focus on the one-way roads anyway with your plow. I'm going to put like maybe 2 plows, 3 plows in here. Probably a good idea. The helicopters can't handle it. All right, I'm going to cue you guys back in when all these roads are done. A real quick check on the trains, actually. I have been going in and out while we've been recording, in between like little cuts and stuff, to check on the trains. They've been busy. They got all this stuff done, and it looks to me like, ooh, that tunnel's done. Is the tunnel done? The whole tunnel? The whole tunnel! Whoa. The whole tunnel. Yes, so that means trains can go that way. Right? If my signaling is correct, it means that trains can go that way. They can go this way. Oh, you're coming back. That doesn't count. You have to be if a different train goes through there, then it counts. Because otherwise, because you guys can, you know, move on tracks pending. Let me just real quick change the signals here. So I've had this one as 2A so that track builders can go bypass this and then turn around and get in here. So they don't need to do that anymore. You can go home. All right, this track is done too. Ooh, hey, we might get this done in this video too. Cool. Okay, so this is going to chain. That's a clear. And then we want we don't need these. I just separated it and divided it so that track builders didn't sit in the intersection waiting. We'll do it like this. Yep, there we go. And then one over here, we want a chain and regular signal. There we go. Clear and chain. And then you are going to be a clear. And you are going to be a chain, but I can move you guys up a little bit here. Let's give this guys a little bit more breather, huh? We don't need to be so crowded over here. You're going to get in the way of this one. I don't want to do that. All right. I think my signals are good there. Yeah. Of course, to do this one, we have to come from this side now, but that's okay. And then once you're done with this side, though, then you start working on it from this. I mean, this one can still be accessed from that side. I didn't stop access from that side, so like there's still 2-way over there. So yeah, that's fine. And then the only downside is you can't get back. So once you start working on it, you better just finish it. I'll end up babysitting these things anyway. So like when they get on this track and they try to go back, they can't leave anyway. So I've been just babysitting them here. So I think I will take that one. like that. We'll leave these ones as two-way, I guess, for now. But hey, very close to being done. I'm getting excited, guys. We're gonna start seeing trains not backed up anymore because they have another route to take. It'll be very exciting stuff. All right, so we still have one problem area. Pretty much everything is flowing really well now. I'm enjoying it. We got lots of one-way streets and everything happening in ZERNOSKIY. But this area right here is still a little bit of a problem area. Every once in a while, it's going to dip and it's going to like back up back to here still. So what we need here, since a lot of these guys are turning right, what we need here is a slip lane. Unfortunately, everything's kind of in the way here. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to move this power pole to where it's out of the way. That's the first thing we're going to do. I'm not sure what it's powering, but I'm just going to do it anyway. It's October 4th. I want to get this done before the winter time. So let's go ahead and hit that right there. And we'll just, I don't know, get ZERNOKIY and whatever involved in that. You know what? Let's just this one here is fine. Let's just leave it as ZERNOSKIY. I have a suspicion that a lot of that demolition took me longer than it should have because Charlemagne said, oh, I got it. And then the other one's backed off, right? So let me just do a local one and that's it. Even though it's a small office, it's only one item anyway, so we'll just have it do that. And then what I want to do also with construction offices, I want to start getting this stuff paved. So we're going to start getting, that's going to be risky, isn't it? What is this? This is a secret police. That's not a big deal. The pub is pretty much managed. People are going to drive in here just to deliver more alcohol, but everybody else who visits this and uses it is going to go in on walking path anyway. So why don't we start with all of this, I guess. We're just going to pave this. And then can I get any path in here at all without this? Yeah, that pole's in the way, so I just have to do that. Let's do this really quick. Yeah. Nah, it's fine. You know what? We'll just do the one at a time. Whatever. It's easier this way, isn't it? So we're going to have this construction office hit this. We're going to pave this all the way out here. And then with this power pole moved over, I'm going to create a slip lane into here so that these guys can use this road, which is barely ever used. We're going to use this road as the slip lane for this intersection. I think we've alleviated pretty much all the pressure everywhere. I think I fixed it, guys. The only problem now, right, is we always see a hiccup somewhere. And over here is there a hiccup now. And I have no idea what's going on here. This is just like a massive rush for fuel. So the only thing I can think of now is like, are all the gas stations empty? Because you shouldn't all be rushing for one location for fuel. So yeah, this is empty. So that means we're not getting enough fuel delivered here. Yes, correct. Okay. So we need some fuel over here. And I think maybe what I'll do is instead of having this guy make that trip, I don't like that anymore. You're making bitumen, but you're only bringing bitumen. Okay. New plan for you. Let's go ahead and stop you really quick and turn you around. I want you to go back here. Go back to here. Just stop really quick, turn around, go back home. You should be able to do that. Start the train. Nope, go back home. Turn around, go that way. You should be able to do that. The signal's not going to stop you, right? All right, do that. Yeah, you should be able to get there now. All right, put that signal back where it was. I'm going to make this train... I'm going to do two things. I think it's going to be really helpful. We're going to make this train shorter, which is desperately needed. And we're also... See how these are both full now? So we should see... You know, fuel should be going in here. I don't know what's going on here. Is it just we're out of... No, we're not out of oil. So I should see fuel popping in here. And the only thing I can think of is that we're sending it... You know, we're sending it right here. It's supposed to be right here. I'm not sure why it's not getting it. Unless we're actively pumping it into trucks right now, but that's not the case. Why are you not getting any fuel? Where's it going? Well, I mean, the reconstruction is in progress. That's fine, but like, where is it going? All right, so I want... this one Wait, how did these priorities get mixed up? Now I'm really lost. Okay, first off, there should never be too low. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. All right, so we should have... Oh, that's why. You are sending it to the border. Yeah. Because everything was combined in low priorities. Yeah, you're sending it to the border. Okay, let's not do that anymore. I want you to go like this. Somehow the priorities got mixed up. So you are high, and then you are medium. Yep, and then if this is full, then only then. Yeah, then and only then do you send it that way. That's why we're not getting any fuel. The priorities on this pump get mixed up, and now that place doesn't have any fuel. Okay, so we now have fuel. Beautiful. Okay, so this is what I want to see. I want to see the little tanks here. I don't know how much is in there and what resource, but I'm going to take one of these little trains. We're going to take the little tanks off of this. All right, we're going to make a little fuel train. All right, this one here is just going to go get fuel. This one will be the oil. This one will be the fuel. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take this route away from you. Okay, and you start here by unloading all the oil. And that's really, I think, all you do. That's all this train's going to do. Just unload the oil here. Okay. 100% of the fuel you have. And you're going to wait till unloaded because I want you completely empty when you go to get the oil. All right. Good. I think that's going to be your route. Now, before you do a whole lot here, let me just minimize that. Before you do a whole lot here, I need you to go to the border and sell the bitumen first. So I'm going to get you to go do this first, and that's where you're going. You're going to unload everything right there at the border. That's where you're going first. And this train is 147 meters long, so it will abide by all my rules. There you go. 147 meters is perfect. It's exactly what I needed out of that train. All right, so as soon as you go to the border, I'm going to erase that. Now, next thing you do, this little train here, what your job is going to be, what you're going to do is get out of... First off, I'm going to get out of this. I want you to go here. You got 340 tons as your capacity, and you're currently carrying 34 tons of bitumen. That's fantastic news, because what I actually want you to do is I want you to load 10% bitumen and then 100% oil, or 100% fuel. That's what I want you to do. And then I want you to take it over here, right there, and you're going to unload everything. And you can wait till you're unloaded. That's fine. While my trains are solving the great fuel crisis of ZERNOSKIY at the moment, check out the rail. Looking pretty empty. Not a whole lot of people, not a whole lot of trains are lining up. I mean, certainly there's a lot of trains here, but not a lot lining up. Why is that? Well, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's happened. Our tunnels are done. Oh, yes. And in both directions as well. I can't zoom out. It won't let me zoom out. Wow. Okay. Yeah, in both directions anyway. These are... There it goes. They're done. So they can come right through there. They'll stop here. If there's a train that's spawned here and needs to leave, then it'll wait. But other than that, it doesn't have to wait through all the madness that happens over here. And so some of them will still go through this. If their destination is within here, then they need to go this way. But if their destination isn't in one of these two stops, or they don't need to go this direction or whatever, they're just going to skip all the way to this intersection. And that feels really damn good, I gotta say. Especially since a lot of these distribution office trains, right, again, they despawn and spawn here. They're not going through it, so it's not going to clog up a whole lot. Like, this guy will wait until this guy goes through, which he should be going through sooner than that. But there's a lot of trains, man. I just have too many trains over here, I think is what it is. Like, I didn't build enough track for the number of trains I have. But either way, you know, one guy waiting here is a hell of a lot better than like a line all the way to this intersection, all the way over here. Like, this is actually fixed now. I feel good about that. And they can go this direction too if they want to. There's a little bit of fuel over here, barely. If I come over here, we still have a line. Most cars are gone though. I think we're good. Still 11 tons of fuel in here, and more on the way, ladies and gentlemen. What are you doing? You're trying to turn left? Don't do that. Don't turn left. Don't do that. Tell you what, let's make a deal here. How about we... God, I actually kind of feel like I should get rid of this. It's time for another roundabout, isn't it? You know, or here's an idea. We put a fuel station on the other side as well. That's a really novel idea, isn't it? Gosh, nobody's ever thought of that before, right? Having a fuel station on both sides of the road. Get out of town. Yeah, definitely. We're doing that right there. We're going to pop that in. We're going to have our crews manage that too. Hi, autosave. There you go. And then right there. So, did we get our slip lane in? Yeah, there it is. Done. And they're using it. Fantastic. It's going to be nighttime, guys. You ready? You ready? Now, you got to ignore this because we're going to get the fuel situation sorted out here. No fuel there yet, but we're going to get the fuel situation. So try to ignore this area. But other than this area, it's not going to be a very good test, though. It's not going to be very good. Oh, let's see. Hey, look at this. I like this. There's still a little bit of congestion right there in the middle. Right here. I'm not sure what's going on there. There's just a lot of cars, man. And, you know, I might be waiting for that light cycle, right? Let's just hit the light and see what happens. You know, again, you got to ignore it over here. And maybe a lot of these cars are going a direction they wouldn't normally go because they're looking for fuel. I don't know. There may be something is... there may be something is... God, I can't speak. It is 2:30 in the morning. I have to go to bed. But, yeah, I think it's somewhere in the middle there. It's still a little bit congested, isn't it? Gosh, I'd really like to have that fixed. But most of the problem areas we had before are solved. And I think once the fuel situation's under control, this will all get solved too. Because remember, all these cars that are going over here to get fuel, they all have to go back to wherever they're going, right? And they're all going to travel that way. So there is a little bit more cars here, I think, than would usually be there. Because there's a lot more cars that are over here that shouldn't be there. But you know, I'll give it a week. Give it an in-game week, and we'll figure it out. Other than that, though, I think I'm good. I think I'm good with this. I think I'm pleased. I'm satisfied. That's the game, isn't it? No, I'm just kidding. I have so much more to do, man. I have so much more to do. I know some of you guys have said, please keep this series going. Yes, I have so much more to do. This is built now, right? We got to get this going. We got to get more farms going because we can't support more than 40,000 people really with the amount of food we have. We have a ridiculous amount of money now because we're selling clothing like crazy. I turned clothing sales on. I had it turned off for a while, so we weren't making a whole lot of money because I had that turned off. I gotta make sure that I have good crop supply, and with the crop train being questionable with electricity, and then the fact that for a little bit there we had to buy crops again, I wanted to make sure no problems with crops before I started selling clothes. So we're selling clothes again. We got tons of food. I could sell food again too. That's probably why we're not using very many crops, because I'm not selling food. So if I wanted to sell food, I could do that too and make even more money. I could just go bop like that, and then I'll get a train that'll spawn with as many trailers as I have available, which in this case is just 4 tons. So we'll sell 33 tons of food, and it'll get replaced like immediately. We're selling alcohol at the border, and we're about to get meat, right? And meat is a huge expense for us. Yeah, but that's another conversation for another day. I'm tired. I gave it a week, by the way, and this is what it looks like. Oh, we flowing now. Oh yeah, it's fixed. We flowing now. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.